Martin, I'm guessing a goalless draw between the two informed teams in the division isn't a bad result for the away team?
No, the manager said to the players as we come into the dressing room, I think it shows over the last 8 or 9 weeks how far we've come, that there is a feeling of disappointment from the players coming in at full time, that we haven't managed to get 3 points in a game that at times we felt we could have had more. But I think probably when we go and watch it back tomorrow in reflection, a point's probably fair between both teams. But yeah, it goes both ways. We're happy to come to a tough away venue, the informed team in the league, and get a point. But also that wee feeling of, we always need to improve week to week, and how can we turn that clean sheet and a decent performance into just a wee bit more to get us 3, to get us up the end of the table we want to be at.
I think that's our first clean sheet in the league this season. And I was going to turn what you said on its head, that if you were Clyde with that push at the end, they'd be disappointed. But that actually is a tribute to how the defence has sort of dug in well and battled this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, the momentum swings in these games so quickly. It's either building for you or spiralling back the way. So that went backwards and forwards over the course of the game. I thought first half, especially the early parts of the game, we were really on top. Then Clyde finished the first half the better team, for being honest. We get in at half time. I think they looked tactically at how they could hurt us a wee bit, which they did. They got their full-backs higher and they created 2v1s that was causing Kirk and Finn a wee bit of problem. So then we counteract that and we make a wee change, and we change the shape. We bring a wide player on, and we get a wee bit more stability in the game. So I think that was very much a game of it kind of ebbing and flowing a wee bit. So yeah, just wee bits. We need a wee bit more quality when we get into those areas that we work hard to get into, to just finish the game off.
I think particularly the beginning of the first half, and at the very end, arguably after Don Plank came on and started creating openings.
Absolutely. Look, I think Clyde are probably as strong a set piece team in the league as you come up against. You see their height, you see their routines, the one they work in first half where they're getting 3 over the ball and they create a good opportunity for that. We then have to work on that at half time and find solutions. And then you look at the long throws that Kyle Connell puts in the box, and he puts them so flat and they're so hard to defend. So that caused us real problems. So we're happy that we can see set plays over the course of the season, and we continue to try and work to improve that. So really happy that the back four and the goalkeeper today get a clean sheet off the back of that.
And that, by the way, with the likes of James Dolan not available, Danny McManus not available. So again, there's a row of about 5 Stranraer players sitting in the stand there not available. So
absolutely,
it does seem to be coming together as a squad. Yeah.
James has been not well through the course of the week, so he's not been able to train, and was hoping he'd make the bench today, but he couldn't manage to get out his bed, so he's struggling with illness. Daniel picked up a knock on Thursday that we're still trying to get to the bottom of a wee bit, so we hope that'll not be him out for too long. But as you say, 2 players that have been starting week in, week out, and playing 90 week in, week out most games, in quite important positionally, so we had to shuffle the pack a wee bit. But as you say, I think the difficult thing for the manager is trying to pick who comes in, because every week that bench that comes on and really contributes, whether it's to us end up winning a game or to a really good point here. You see the quality we have on the bench, and the club have worked hard as a unit, the staff and the committee to give us the tools that we need to try and make sure we get to where we want to get to. So that's a team effort. So
we creep up the table another place, and we're right back in the pack now. East Kilbride at Stair Park next Saturday. That won't be an easy one, but actually I think there's also probably a feeling that the 3-1 defeat at K Park probably wasn't quite a 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, we can only look at the next game in front of us, which is Tuesday. So I'm sure the manager will make changes getting into Tuesday. We need to finish as high up the table in the KDM as we can. So our eyes will be on that, and then once we get up the road Tuesday night, which I'm sure will be late, when the bus gets in for Stranraer on Tuesday, we can start thinking about East Kilbride on Saturday.
Apologies, I forgot altogether about Tuesday night. You caught me out.
That's all right.
St Mirren be at home on Tuesday, and actually a chance with a win there, and we're not taking it for granted, but a chance with a win there to actually be seeded in the draw for the next round on Thursday. Yeah. I mean, that's not really what we're not looking too much at that moment. We're looking to make sure we just take maximum points, and more importantly get a good performance leading into Saturday. I'm sure the manager will make changes and give the guys that need game time, and then he's going to have headaches getting into Saturday if we get that good performance, but that's why he's paid the big bucks. But yeah, brilliant battling draw today, so we'll go home fairly happy on a Saturday night. Absolutely. And just like you say as well, Greg McFarlane, who was a lifelong die-hard Clyde supporter, passed away during the week. He's a good family friend and somebody from East Kilbride that I knew really well, so thinking about his family in this difficult time, and I'm sure a lot of Clyde supporters are, so yeah, thinking about him as well.